The story kicks off with a chilling revelation. A terrifying virus, called Rage, has ripped through the city. People are transforming into flesh-eating zombies, tearing each other apart. We zoom into a small, dimly lit house. Inside, 6 survivors huddle together, having miraculously escaped the zombie plague. There's Don, his wife Alice, an elderly couple, and 2 other folks. Alice is busy cooking up some food from their meager supplies. Don is a nervous wreck, his mind constantly on his kids. He'd sent them on a school trip to France, which luckily was far from the virus's origin in Britain. So, for now, his children were safe. Everyone sits around the dinner table in silence, the house shrouded in darkness to keep the zombies from spotting them. No one dares to make a sound. A young boy's voice cries out, "Please, let me in! Open the door! Save me!" Alice immediately pleads, "Please, we have to open the door! Let that child in!" They swing the door open, revealing bright daylight outside. They'd kept their house in complete darkness, a clever trick to hide from the zombies. They pull the boy inside and offer him some food. He shakily tells them his parents turned into zombies and were chasing him, trying to eat him. Don asks how many zombies were out there. The boy mumbles about a lot of them. Don, along with 2 other people, scares the little girl, and she peeks outside. She can hear the sounds of countless zombies shambling towards them from afar. A zombie bursts in, directly attacking the boy. Hordes of them try to force their way inside. Alice, brave as ever, rushes upstairs to save the child, with Don hot on her heels. He keeps yelling at her, "Alice, leave the kid. We have to run." But she won't listen. Meanwhile, the old couple had hidden in another house nearby, but even they couldn't escape the zombies. The room where Alice and the boy are hiding is now swarming with zombies. Don is in another room, calling out, "Alice, look, come to me!" But there are too many zombies in between them. Seeing no way through, Don slams his door shut. Alice desperately calls out to him, "Don, where are you? Help me!" But Don seals off his side and bolts out a different door, leaving her behind. More ravenous zombies chase him, their hunger driving them faster. We hear Alice's cries for help, growing weaker until they finally stop. Don is weeping, running in shame, guilt-ridden for abandoning his wife, Alice. Further on, he finds the same boy from the house near a pond. In his haste while operating a boat, the boy falls into the water. The zombies seize him too and kill him. Don is the sole survivor on that boat, drifting away. Fast forward a month. The story shifts, revealing that the zombies are slowly dying out from starvation. The city is now under military control, who are trying to manage everything. We're introduced to Sergeant Doyle, a sharpshooter in a sniper team. The moment he spots a zombie, he takes it down with a precise shot. Don is rescued by the military. 6 months pass. The number of zombies has dwindled significantly. We also see a doctor who's been studying the virus. The army has started a program to bring people stuck in other cities back home, but they're not allowed in their old homes. Everyone has to stay in a safe zone. The doctor, under the control of the US military, sees about 100 people returning to their home city in Britain. Among them are Don's children. The doctor grows concerned, wondering how these children will be cared for. She examines Don's son and notices his eyes are a mix of 2 colors, half one way, half another. She asks him if anyone else in his family has eyes like that. Don's son replies, "Yes, my mom, Alice, had blue eyes." Don is overjoyed when he reunites with his children. He's now living in the safe zone and working with the military. Don takes his children to where he now lives. He tells them the heartbreaking truth about their mother, Alice, and what happened when he left her with the zombies. That night, Don's son dreams of his mother, a pang of fear hitting him that he might be forgetting her face. The next morning, while Don is at work, his children quietly slip out of the safe zone. They race back to their old house, desperate to find a picture of their mom. The army soon realizes 2 children have gone missing from the safe zone, but by then, the kids have already reached their home. Don's son hears sounds coming from upstairs. He goes up to investigate, and there she is, Alice, alive. The same Alice Don had left behind amidst the zombies. Don's son embraces his mother, but then cries out in pain. As the siblings emerge from the house, they find a team of soldiers waiting to take them back to the safe zone. All 3 are placed in quarantine. Alice is bound and taken to a lab. The doctor examines her blood, determined to find out if Alice was also infected with the zombie virus. They discover that Alice was infected, but her immune system was so powerful that the zombie virus had no effect on her. This is why she hadn't turned into a zombie. However, her blood, or some other factor, could still infect others, meaning if anyone stayed with her, they too would become zombies. Hearing this, the army general decides to kill Alice. He believes she could be a threat to everyone, a risk to others, but the doctor pleads with the general, "Look, Alice's immunity, her genes are very unique. We can make a vaccine from her blood." When Don learns that his wife, Alice, is alive, he rushes to his children, but they are angry with him. "Dad," his son says, "you told us Mom was dead, that she turned into a zombie. How is she alive then?" Don is terrified by his children's words, knowing only the truth that he ran away from Alice. He goes straight to Alice, weeping and begging for her forgiveness. As he gets a little closer, he suddenly begins to scream and shake, then rapidly transforms into a zombie. Seeing his horrifying transformation, Alice screams for help, but now Don brutally kills her too. Don then breaks out and attacks the soldiers. The doctor grabs Don's children and flees towards the safe zone. But Don, now a zombie, is also heading towards the safe zone. Hearing the screams of people, he starts to smash through the other side of the door. Don's son sees him and runs, hiding in an AC vent. The screams continue from below. Don is killing people and turning them into zombies. Soon, those who were turning into zombies begin to turn others into zombies as well. Chaos erupts everywhere. Everyone wants to escape with their lives. The snipers are alerted, but it's incredibly difficult for them to tell who is a zombie and who isn't. An order is given to kill everyone, one by one. Hearing this, the sniper Doyle, whom we saw at the beginning of the story, feels a strange sense of unease. He was supposed to save people, help them, not kill them. He sees a zombie lunging at Don's son and shoots it down, but he doesn't kill Don's son. He abandons his duty. A man leads Don's son into a dark room where his sister and the doctor are. Several other people are also there. Seeing the horror outside, an old woman becomes very upset and asks, "Why are they killing everyone?" Just then, Doyle arrives, telling everyone to leave, that it's not safe to stay there. As everyone starts to leave, the army opens fire on them, and the old woman is killed. The doctor and Don's children are with Doyle. Doyle gets a call from his friend in the army, who has a helicopter. "Listen," his friend says, "the entire city has been ordered to be bombed soon. Come meet me at the location I'm sending you. I'll save you." They all emerge through a tunnel, and just then, a massive explosion rocks the ground. The army detonates explosives, blowing up all the remaining zombies and any survivors within the safe zone. Doyle, grabbing the doctor and the children, makes a desperate dash for the rendezvous point his friend had given him. Just then, Doyle's friend arrives in a helicopter. He warns Doyle that a horde of zombies is right behind them. Doyle quickly tells the children and the doctor to hide. Seeing the crowd, his friend hesitates. "Look, Doyle, I was only told to take you. If I save the city and take other living civilians, the army will kill me too." But Doyle refuses to go alone. He wants to help everyone. He sends his friend off alone in the helicopter. Suddenly, a huge group of zombies swarms them. They flee towards the city, only to find the army has released a deadly toxic gas to kill the remaining zombies. The gas makes it impossible for normal people to breathe. To escape, they hide in a car. Zombies surround and attack the car, but the gas soon kills them off. Behind them, army personnel are also arriving, tasked with eliminating everything. Doyle and the doctor desperately try to start the car, but it won't turn over. Doyle gets out and starts pushing, but he's spotted by the army. Believing him to be infected, the army ruthlessly kills him. The doctor, managing to get the car started, saves the children and drives towards a tunnel. But as she reaches it, Don, now a zombie, appears. He brutally kills the doctor. In the chaos, Don's son and daughter get separated. Don, as a zombie, attacks his own son, but the boy, like Alice, possesses a similar immunity. He doesn't turn into a zombie. Don's daughter then appears and shoots her father, killing him, and she cries heartbrokenly. The two siblings make it to a stadium. There, Doyle's friend, the helicopter pilot, arrives. He sees the children and debates whether to save them. Despite the risk of them being infected, he decides to help them. He flies his helicopter out of Britain. We see a view of the city. Then, the scene jumps forward 28 days. The remaining zombies have made their way through a tunnel and reached the city of Paris. The fate of Don's son and daughter, and where they went, remains a mystery. And that's where the story of this film ends. Thank you for your time.